Okay, so here's the thing about running a podcast where you interview kid entrepreneurs. You start noticing patterns, like really weird patterns. For example, kids who find stuff at yard sales, absolutely unhinged levels of hustle, every single one. Meanwhile, kids who start service businesses, way too humble about their pricing. I'm like, you're literally solving real problems and you're charging $5. What are we doing here? But that's what I love about this whole thing. Over 24 episodes, I've talked to kids who built media empires from school announcements, kids who turned HVAC foam into a brand, a girl who makes candles inspired by countries she's visited, and someone who literally saved their dad's carpet cleaning business at age 8. And every single one of them taught me something I didn't know about business, money, or just not being scared to try stuff. So today's the finale of season 1, and we're doing something different. No guest, just me. My desk full of notes that honestly look like a detective's murder board at this point, and the first ever Desk-ies awards. That's right, I made up an award show. Because if the Grammys can give awards to people who literally just talk into microphones, I can give awards to kids who are out here building actual businesses. We've got 7 categories, 7 winners, and a lot of opinions. This is Tallie Talks. I'm Tallie Penniesworth. And if you've been with me all season, you already know. This is about to get good.
She's got a mind, she's got a spark, lighting up dreams from dawn to dark. Tallie talks, yeah, she's the voice, asking the questions, making the choice. Young hustlers rising, stories to tell, big ideas where passions dwell. Pull up a chair, grab your seat, let's talk the hustle, let's feel the beat. Tallie talks, yeah, Tallie talks, turning whispers into walks, dreaming big.
What's up, moneymakers? Welcome to Tallie Talks, the podcast where kid entrepreneurs share their stories, and I try not to feel bad about how little I've accomplished in comparison. I'm Tallie Penniesworth, and this is episode 25, the finale of season 1. Can you believe it? 25 episodes, 24 incredible guests, and one host who still doesn't totally know what she's doing, but is really good at pretending. Today's special because we're wrapping this season with something I'm calling the Desk-ies Awards. I've been taking notes all season long, like borderline obsessive notes, and I'm giving out awards in 7 categories to the guests who absolutely crushed it. Now, before anyone gets mad, these aren't scientific. There's no committee. It's literally just me, sitting at my desk, eating pretzels, and making executive decisions. But here's the thing. I've interviewed enough kid entrepreneurs this season to know what actually works. And more importantly, what makes me go, wait, what? That's genius. So let's get into it. Okay, first category, most creative. And listen, every single guest this season had creative ideas, but this award goes to the kid who made me literally stop and think, how did they even think of that? And the Desk-ie goes to Sophia from episode 8, HVAC foam to fat seals. Here's why. A storm hits foam from her dad's HVAC job, flies into a neighbor's pool. Most people would fish it out, throw it away, and move on with their lives. But Sophia, she stood on it, tested it, and thought, wait, people pay money for pool floats. This is a pool float. She turned literal trash, industrial insulation foam, into a branded product called Fat Seals Complete with a cute logo of a chubby seal in sunglasses. And she's making bank selling these things that would have ended up in a landfill. That's not just creative. That's seeing value where everyone else sees garbage. That's the entrepreneur brain in action. Sophia, if you're listening, you deserve this. Keep hustling. Next up, biggest opportunity. This is the award for the guest who's sitting on something that could actually scale. Like, I'm talking, this could be huge levels of potential. The Desk-ii goes to Sarah from episode 4, The Middleman Queen. Okay, so Sarah started by connecting neighbors who needed services with kids who could do them. Lawn mowing, car washing, basic stuff. She'd charge $25 and pay the kid $15 simple. But then she leveled up. Someone asked if she knew anyone who could pour a concrete slab. And instead of saying, "I'm 12, I can't do that," she said, "I know a guy." She connected them with an adult contractor, charged a $100 finder's fee, and made $100 for making one phone call. Now she's brokering tree trimming, mason work, pool maintenance leads. She went from $10 lawn jobs to $300 referral fees. And here's the thing. This model is infinitely scalable. She could build this into a full property management referral network. She could franchise it. She could teach other kids how to do it. Sarah, you're sitting on a gold mine. This Desk-ie is yours. All right, next, best execution. This is for the guest who didn't just have a good idea, but actually built it the right way, like professional level execution. The winner is Kenzie from episode 6, Murphy Rentals Bounce House Empire. Kenzie and her grandpa did the math on a napkin bounce house costs $3,000. Rent it 9 times at $350 each to break even. After that, pure profit. They bought one, rented it 9 times in 2 months. Bought a second one with the profits. Then a third. Now they have 8 bounce houses making thousands per weekend. But here's what makes this best execution. She has contracts. She has a damage deposit system. She has a Google Calendar color-coded by Bounce House. She has a weather cancellation policy. She treats it like a real business because it is a real business. Most kids would just wing it and hope for the best. Kenzie built systems from day one. That's how you scale. Kenzie, this Desk-ie is absolutely yours. Okay, category 4, cheapest startup. This is for the guest who started their business with basically nothing and still made it work. The Desk-ie goes to Mickey from episode 22, the front yard combine. Mickey spent maybe $75 total, some cones, a stopwatch, a measuring tape, chalk. That's it. She set up an NFL combine in her front yard, charged $20 per kid to test their speed, agility, and jumping ability, and made $360 her first month, no app. No fancy equipment, no rent, just cones and a clipboard. She proved that you don't need money to start a business. You just need an idea and the willingness to show up. Mickey, you're the queen of bootstrapping. This one's for you. Hey, quick thing. If you're listening to this and you're like, wow, Tallie's really out here giving fake awards on a podcast, then yeah, you're correct. But also, you should subscribe. Here's why. Season 2 is coming, and it's going to be even better. More guests, more business ideas, and probably more of me saying unhinged things that my producer has to edit out. So if you're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever, hit that follow button. Leave a review if you're feeling generous. 5 stars if you love me, 4 stars if you're honest, 3 stars if you're mean, but I respect it. And share this with your friends. Seriously. If you know a kid who's even thinking about starting a business, send them this podcast. We're building a whole community of young entrepreneurs here, and you're part of it. All right, back to the awards. Next up, best marketing. This is for the guest who understood that having a great product means nothing if nobody knows about it. And the Desk-ie goes to Bailey from episode 20, the 8-year-old who outmarketed everyone. Bailey literally saved her dad's failing carpet cleaning business by teaching him marketing at 8 years old. She figured out that his customers weren't homeowners. They were landlords who needed fast turnarounds, so she targeted. Then specifically, she showed up at property management offices with donuts. She used the 3-house rule. After finishing a job, knock on the 3 neighboring houses and offer a same-day discount. She created before and after photos with timestamps to show speed. She added guarantees to justify higher prices, and it worked. Her dad went from $150 a month to thousands. Because Bailey understood something most adults don't. Marketing isn't manipulation. It's helping the right people find you, Bailey. You're a marketing genius. Desk-ie is yours. All right, this next one's important. Best story. Because here's the thing. People don't just buy products. They buy stories. They buy the why behind the business. The winner is Hazley from episode 21, Hello Pelos. Hazley volunteered at a nursing home. She met a resident named Ms. Eleanor who made throw pillows. They sewed together. Ms. Eleanor taught her. And Hazley realized these residents have amazing stories, but nobody's listening. So she started making pillows inspired by their memories. Front porches, summer fairs, ocean days, first dances. And with every pillow, she includes a card that says exactly whose story inspired it. Designed with Ms. Eleanor, or inspired by Mr. Hughes's garden. People aren't just buying a pillow, they're buying connection. They're buying meaning. And that's why her Etsy shop is blowing up. Hazley, your story moved me. This Desk-ie is absolutely yours. Okay, final category, crowd favorite guest. This is based on listener messages, DMs, comments, all of it. The guest that you loved the most and the Desk-ie goes to Nikki from episode 13, The Accidental Media Mogul. I knew this was going to win. From the second that episode dropped, my phone did not stop. People loved Nikki. Here's why. Nikki got in trouble for doing teacher impressions during morning announcements. Her teacher said, "If you think you can do better, be my guest." So she did. She added trivia, jokes, shout-outs. Kids started showing up to school on time just to hear her. Then she started a podcast, then a newsletter, then a YouTube channel, then merch. Other schools started inviting her to speak. She built an entire media empire because she was too loud. But what made Nikki the crowd favorite wasn't just the business, it was her. She had this energy that made you want to root for her. And she said one of the best lines of the season, "The mic is already in your hand. Nikki, you're the people's champ. This Desk-ie is yours." Okay, before we wrap, I need to say something important. Thank you. Seriously. If you've been listening to this podcast all season, if you've shared it, if you've told your friends about it, thank you. This whole thing started because I had an idea and decided to just try it, and now we're at 25 episodes. That's wild. So keep supporting. Follow the podcast. Share it with people. Leave reviews. And if you have a business idea or you're already running a business, DM me on Instagram at Tallie Talks because I want to hear about it. Maybe you'll be a guest in season 2. All right, let's wrap this thing up. And that's it. The first ever Desk-ies Awards. 7 categories, 7 winners. And honestly, every single guest this season deserved recognition because they're all out here doing it. Let's recap. Most creative. Sophia, Fat Seals from HVAC Foam. Biggest opportunity. Sarah, Middleman Referral Queen. Best execution. Kenzie, Bounce House Empire with Systems. Cheapest startup. Mickey, Front Yard Combined for $75. Best marketing. Bailey, 8-year-old marketing, genius. Best story. Hazley, Hello Pelos, Kindness into Stitches. Crowd favorite. Nikki, Accidental Media Mogul. Here's what I learned from season 1. Starting a business isn't about being perfect. It's not about having a ton of money or knowing everything. It's about trying, learning, adjusting, and keeping going. Every guest I talked to failed at something. Every single one. But they didn't quit. They figured it out. And that's the real lesson. So if you're sitting there with a business idea and you're scared to start, just start. Seriously, you don't need permission. You don't need to wait until you're older. You just need to take that first step. And hey, if it doesn't work, try something else. That's called being an entrepreneur. Season 2 is coming soon. We've got more guests, more ideas, and honestly, I'm going to try to get even weirder businesses on here because those are always the best ones. Until then, keep hustling, keep building. And remember, you're not too young to start. You're just early. This is Tallie Talks. I'm Tallie Pennyworth, and I'll see you next season.